So hello guys, in the last video we learned about JSX and now I'll be talking about how you can create your custom folders in your React application and how you should organize your code in the folders. So let's understand that. So first, you already know that this component folder contains the components which are reused in other part of our application. So anything that you want to reuse, you will be creating that part of your application in here. So for example, I created a Naba component. Similarly, you can create one more folder for footer component. So for example, I'm creating footer. Now inside that, footer.jsx. Also you can add the CSS file. Right now I'm leaving that. So let's use that snippet RFCE. So it should be in H1. I think that will be good. Okay, now I can import that directly inside this app component. So you are already aware of this because we have already talked about it. So this you already know that we should reuse components. We should not copy paste the code. Instead, we should reuse them. What is this other folder called assets? In this, you will be storing your image, media, or anything which you want to include in your web application or in your React application, more specifically. So you will be storing that into this assets folder, and you will be importing that in your pages or anywhere you want. So for example, in SRC, I want to create pages, so you will be creating that into the pages folder. You also have to create the pages for example, home page, login page, and similarly other pages you will be creating in the folder structure of this pages. And for example, I'm creating this home JSX or simply JS, you can write anything. So right now let's do this, and now I can import my components which I want to reuse in this. So for example, I want navbar in this, so I can import navbar. Then I can specify the main heading or called main page or the home page more specifically. So we can do that. Also, if I want to include the image, so I will be using image src, and then I can directly include the part, but that you shouldn't do because that is not recommended by my side. In order, you can specify the alternative of image if image isn't available there. So for example, I'm writing nature, and then you can close this image component. Now we need to pass the image inside this. So how we can pass that? You just need to import the like image with giving it any name. For example, I'm giving any nature, and then you have to write the path of that image where it is. So it is in assets, and the image name is nature.jpg. So I'll be using that, and then I can specify that in the src folder directly, and that will be used. Also, I can import the footer as well, so that will also be included in this. So I earlier told you that you shouldn't do like you shouldn't use div, so you can use the fragments instead of the div because that will take less memory than the div. So directly you can use that and just save it. So now it will not show anything because we haven't called that navbar home page inside this app. Whatever you will be using, you should import the pages in here, not the components. You can import the components, but you shouldn't do that. You should only include pages in here. So I'll be removing the imports from here. Now you can see the app will render the home page where our code includes main page and navbar and the footer. So you can see that. Let me just go to that route. So you can see that navbar is also rendered, and the main page which includes this image, and also the footer is included here. So this is how you will be creating the pages. Similarly, you will be creating the other pages, and you will be importing the navbar component or anything which you want to like include from the components folder, that you will be doing. So the other folder which is sometimes you see is services folder. You will be creating the APIs or the you can say the request, you will be storing that here, and that you will be calling from the pages or anywhere which you want. So that you will be storing here. In the future videos we will be talking about services more. Let's just leave it now. So this one thing you can also see in the popular structures of development. So this is one thing, services. So these are the things which you should include in your development. Also there are some other things like actions and redux, context, hooks. There are also some other folders. For that we'll be talking in the next video or in the future videos. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you got something.